It's no contact with the prisoner.
Can you help me out here?
Okay, yeah.
How are you? You're fine? You spent the night in jail. You are claustrophobic.
It was one night. They got nothing on me.
Sonny, they found a gun in my office.
They have no proof. They have no proof that it's mine. You okay?
No. I'm not okay.
What am I talking about? Of course you're not okay.
Sonny.
You know, I told you everything was going to be different,
That's not
and
what I
now I'm
meant.
accused of it. What I meant in your office is true. Okay? I love you. We're going to make this work.
I know you want to believe that, Sonny. I want to believe that.
Well, this is good. This courtrooms. Our life is not going to be about fear, lies, and all this.
I
You
know
understand?
that, but you cannot make me promises that you can't keep right now.
Okay, now I see doubt in your eyes and I hear doubt in your voice. 2 people were killed in a car crash, and one of them was a little girl. Now, please, just listen to what I'm telling you. I'm going to tell you right now, I had nothing, and I had nothing to do with that crash. Do you
Walk
understand?
into a courtroom.
I don't care.
I know you don't care, but you have to stay quiet for me, please. Stay quiet.
She's right. Sonny, don't say anything to incriminate yourself.
Okay, I'm going to tell you both right now, all right? That gun you found in Kate's office was not mine. I swear to you on my children's life.
We're not the ones you need to convince.
This is a mistake.
Sonny, a witness heard you making threats at Anthony. You were carrying around a 9mm. You had motive, means, opportunity, and no alibi.
I am innocent. And instead of wasting your time, you need to find out who that gun belongs to. You are a great investigator. All you gotta do is keep digging. You'll find proof that I did not cause the accident.
I'm sorry, Sonny, but the evidence I'm about to present does not work in your favor.
There are so many people that would jump at the chance to put me in prison, whether I'm guilty or not, just because they think that I deserve it for everything else that I've done.
What do you say?
I say you're better than that.
Well, I'm not going to fabricate evidence. I'm definitely not going to suppress it either. No matter how I feel personally or however much I want to believe that you are innocent, I got a job to do.
It's time.
Let's go.
Hold on 1 second. I'd like a word with you. Before I go in there and I defend you, you tell me the truth. Did you do it?
I was not on the road that night. I did not shoot Anthony's tires out, and I didn't cause the death of that man and his little girl.
You've lied to me a lot.
I am not lying to you now. I would not ask or expect you to defend me when it has to do with the death of a little girl.
I believe you.
Thank you.
Don't thank me yet. Wait till I get the judge to drop the charges.
After everything we've been through, you need to know I'm not lying about this.
Sonny, but the gun. We made love. It must have fallen on the table out of your
It was a
waistband.
setup. Somebody planted that gun. Probably on orders from Johnny.
All rise. Court is now in session. The Honorable Judge Colin Shepard presiding.
Please take your seats.
No surprises, okay?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, what was that, Counselor?
Nothing, Your Honor. Ready to proceed.
We're here to read the charges against Michael Corinthos Jr. and, if necessary, to set bail. You're up.
With your permission, Your Honor, I'll have the arresting officer describe the details of the case.
I'll allow it. Please, state your name for the court.
Detective Dante Falconeri, Your Honor.
You can join me up here, Detective.
Please tell us the facts of the case, Detective, if you would.
On the night of February 28th, I arrived at the scene of a fatal accident. A car had gone through the guardrail and down the ravine below and exploded. A man and a child were trapped inside.
What was the cause of the accident?
A second vehicle registered to Anthony Zakara spun out of control into oncoming traffic because the two rear tires had been shot out.
Were you able to recover the bullets?
Yes, we recovered 2 slugs from Mr. Zakara's vehicle. We matched those to a gun that was subsequently recovered in the office of Kate Howard, the girlfriend of Mr. Corinthos. Measurements taken at the scene indicate that the loss of the 2 rear tires propelled Mr. Zakara's vehicle into oncoming traffic. That was the direct cause of the accident. Whoever shot out those 2 tires is responsible for the deaths of the 2 passengers trapped inside the car. Cole Thornhart and his daughter, Hope Manning.
Thank you, Detective.
Don't react.
It's the determination of this court that sufficient evidence has been presented. Michael Corinthos, Jr., you're being charged with the attempted murder of Anthony Zakara, along with vehicular manslaughter and the subsequent deaths of Cole Thornhart and Hope Manning.
The charges against my client were brought after a rushed and inadequate investigation. The only so-called evidence is a gun that they can't trace to my client.
As Detective Falconeri stated, the weapon was recovered from Kate Howard's office. Mr. Corinthos admits to being in that office less than 24 hours after the accident.
Miss Howard's office is located on the 3rd floor of the Metro Court Hotel. It's accessible by a common elevator. Anyone could have planted the gun. Motion to dismiss.
Motion denied. The only matter remaining is the question of bail.
We request the defendant be held without bail.
My client has significant ties in the community.
Mr. Corinthos is a known flight risk. He has offshore assets, property in several countries, including some without extradition treaties.
Mr. Corinthos has 4 children in the United States, 2 of whom reside right here in Port Charles. He wouldn't even consider abandoning them.
The defendant threatened to kill Anthony Zakara in front of witnesses. Now, Mr. Zakara's whereabouts are still unknown. If Mr. Corinthos is released, he could very well attempt to finish what he started and add a third homicide to his tally.
I'm going to object because that's inflammatory.
May I remind you, counselors, we are not at trial.
Your Honor, the evidence is entirely circumstantial. There is no witness that saw him shoot out Mr. Zakara's tires. There is no witness that saw him drop off a gun in Miss Howard's office. There are no fingerprints. There are no forensics. There's absolutely nothing to tie my client to the gun.
Your Honor, the state looks forward to proving its case at trial, provided the defendant remains in the country to be tried.
And my client looks forward to proving his innocence. However, I feel it's absurd to throw him behind bars when the killer is actually walking around out there.
You know what I think?
Please, the argument is hard.
Bail is set at $1.5 million. All parties will be notified of the trial date. I strongly advise that you come prepared with a more compelling argument at that time. Court is adjourned.
All rise.
Alexis, call Bernie. He'll get the money.
You're welcome.
Does this mean you're free to go?
It's all circumstantial evidence, you know, barely that.
You know this is going to get more difficult when we get into discovery.
Give me a second, okay? Dante. You gave your testimony, and I know it was difficult. You were fair, and I appreciate that.
I just want to find out the truth. About that girl in the hospital who lost her family, that's all she wants to.
Well, Bernie is nothing if not efficient. The wire transfer went through. Your bail's been posted.
Thank God.
If you need me, I'll be trying to save your ass. Stay out of trouble.
Thanks for being here.
Where else would I be? Are you kidding?
You got a magazine to run, the whole thing. Right?
Doesn't matter.
Why don't you go ahead and go?
I'm not going. Not leaving you.
I gotta call Bernie and we'll talk. Yeah, we'll talk later. Yeah.
Okay.
Go.
Yes, hello, Dr. Keenan. This is Kate Howard. I need you to call me back if you can, please. It's very urgent. Thank you.
Thanks for getting the bail money in so fast. There's a few things that I need to talk to you about before I leave the courthouse. Just call me back, will you?
Sonny Corinthus?